Hello, I'm Michael Peter Landgren, the new public relations person for the Monroe Institute. With me today I have two amazing gentlemen. Sirs?
Luigi Sciambarella.
And Thomas Hasenberger.
Gentlemen, what makes Lucid Dreaming a different program?
Lucid dreaming isn't just about dreaming. And actually this lucid dreaming is probably a misnomer for the program because it's actually more like lucid living. Here what we're trying to do is keep the thread of consciousness, that thread of awareness going through the day and night. And what we do is we open up the portal that's already there at the night time, make you aware of that. And then what we do is we open up the awareness, the mindfulness in the daytime that then gives you those experiences in the daytime, gives you the belief that you can always communicate with this creative self and then take that into the nighttime. So here what you're doing is a day and night practice that kind of feeds into one whole. So really we're trying to go for a total lucidity. I mean this is kind of the aim of the program, and that's a lot of work. You know, that's why it's an intensive. Because we don't really have any dead space in the program. You know, we give people the normal breaks, but we have a lot of exercises that do different things, and some of these exercises are pretty heavy going, you know, in terms of how much work you're actually doing, because you're working on yourself, you're making sure you're clearing all things that can hold you back so that you open up a decision space going forward. And really that's what it's about.
And what they also learn is how meditation and lucid dreaming interacts. This is also very important because they learn how to get into a creative space with their tools, but then suddenly they recognize how their dream consciousness adds something to the scenery. And so during a meditation where you visualize sceneries, you can start interacting with your subconsciousness. So meditation and lucid dreaming interacts, and it is like in some old philosophies where lucid dreaming, meditation, and the death process is the same. Yeah? And so we are also going through the states during meditation, and these states can states of consciousness, and these states of consciousness can interact with the lucid dreaming state, and one day you can also use that when you're in a death process and dying process.
One of the questions that seems to come up is the difference between out-of-body experiences and lucid dreaming.
With lucid dreaming, it's very possible to go out of body, and we found that a lot, especially in the last workshop that we did, because it's a gentler entry for your mind. It doesn't have this whole panic like, oh, I'm leaving my body, what do I do now? And you get that excitement and the vibrations and all that kind of stuff. So here what you're doing is you're kind of saying, well, actually, you know, just forget about your body image. Let's move away from that. And what we do with these exercises is give many opportunities for the mind to actually move into an out-of-body state. Now, you can easily, from a lucid dream, just with a little bit of practice, go from lucid dreaming, you lie down and have an out-of-body from that. You can even have a near-death experience in the lucid dream state. And again, it's a lot easier to accept and digest because it's just a dream. So it's a lot easier for your mind to sort of say, okay, well, I can play along with this because I know that all I need to do is wake up at the end.
Out of body is not the main focus there, and that's why it happens, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a playful approach, and people just slip into that very often. And we were surprised how many out-of-body experiences we had already on the first day in the program.
Wonderful. Yeah. When people had done the program after the 6 days, what did they leave with?
They leave with a bunch of tools that they can use. I tell them that it's like building up a Swiss Army knife of tools for approaching the dream state. You don't just have one technique and this is the technique for going lucid. There are basically your energy levels have peaks and troughs throughout the day, and really we encourage people to find their own time, their perfect sweet spots, as it were, to practice, and then give them the tool that they can use for enhancing their experience within those sweet spots. So if you wake up at different times of the day and in the night, then you know, for instance, different re-entry methods, different methods for catching the dream on the way down, or setting up things like dream helpers that can help you become lucid from within the dream state already.
And they don't only learn how to get lucid, they also learn how to induce dream content. Yeah? So they also get tools how to set up special content of the dream, and this also makes it playful. But they can work on special issues they have. And there's a very practical aspect of what we do during the seminar, because most of the lucid dreamers start with the dream during the night, and they try to develop reality checks. And this is not easy, you know, it's a very hard practice. But what we do, because we have Hemisync, we have a unique tool where we can put people close to the dream state and to this borderline of dreaming. So we start with the so-called wild technique, with the wake-induced lucid dream. So people slip into a lucid dream without losing consciousness, because if you fall asleep in the evening, you lose your consciousness, and then you try to get conscious during dreaming. But here it's much easier, because we can take people with Hemisync close to the dream state, and then they start dreaming and slip into a lucid dream without losing consciousness. And people out there in the lucid dreaming community, they think this is the more difficult way. But for us, this is the easier way, because we have the tools. And this is unique in this seminar.
Excellent, gentlemen. This has been a great interview. Thank you so much for sharing with us about lucid dreaming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.